Hello mathletes, welcome to the Math Road by Sri Ranjani. Today's topic is large numbers around us. From Ganitaprakash NCERT syllabus, and the whole chapter has been covered, and watch the full video to know more. The topics covered are what are large numbers, Indian and international number system, place value notation, land of tens, approximation and estimation, nearest neighbors, multiplication shortcuts, and patterns in products. Let us move into the concepts. Why large numbers? So, large numbers are used for population, money, distances, budgets, and scientific data. So, these large numbers include lakhs, crores, millions, and billions. So, numerically, pronouncing a number or representing a number individually appears to be difficult, and so we use large numbers notation to represent any bigger number or larger number in easier notation. Students will be able to write the smallest 3-digit number, smallest 2-digit number, and smallest 4-digit number, and so on. But the generalized concept behind is the smallest n-digit number is written by 1 followed by n minus 1 zeros. For instance, smallest 3-digit number is 100, but it has 2 zeros, whereas the smallest 4-digit number is 1000 and it has 3 zeros, and this pattern continues. Therefore, for any n-digit number, we write 1 followed by n minus 1 zeros, and this is the concept behind the smallest n-digit number. Also, the largest n-digit number is formed by writing n nines. For instance, the largest 2-digit number is 99, largest 3-digit number is 999. So, therefore, whatever digit largest is asked, you write that many nines and form the largest n-digit number. Next comes the Indian number system. Here, the periods include ones, thousands, lakhs, and crores. OTLC. So here ones will take 3 places, thousands, lakhs, and crores will take 2 places each. And based on this, we have the comma rule 2, 2, 2, 3. So ones always have 3 places. So 1 lakh and 1 crore numerical representations are provided as follows. For in the Indian place value chart, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores, 10 crores. Next, coming into international or American number system. The periods include ones, thousands, millions, and billions. And the comma rule is very simple here. So 3, 3, 3 is the pattern. So every period will have 3 places in the international or American number system. So the comparison of Indian versus international is Indian will be 2, 2, 2, 3. International will be 3, 3, 3 each. Difference is only comma placement and naming. So reading and writing numbers. We read the period by period from left to right and always identify commas before reading. Most importantly, commas are placed from right. 3 places and then followed by 2, 2, 2 if it is Indian system, and each 3, 3 from right if it is international system. Next comes the place value notation. For the given number here, it is 2 crore 34 lakhs 56,789. We write 2 crore plus 34 lakhs plus 56,000 plus 789. Every digit has a place value, and hence for each digit it goes as 2 crore plus 30 lakhs plus 4 lakhs plus 50,000 plus 6,000 plus 700 plus 80 plus 9. Comparing numbers. Here we convert the given numbers to a common system. First, remove the commas, write the numbers alone, and then place appropriate commas as per one system. Then compare the highest place values first, then move from left to right. As a final conclusion, write the original values and place the greater or lesser number sign. Land of tens. The calculator buttons include plus 1, plus 10, plus 100, plus 1000, and so on. Here every step represents the multiplication by 10. And let us see how we are going to use the land of tens. 100 tens will be 1000. 1000 hundreds represent 1 lakh and 100 thousands equal 1 lakh. So numbers can be represented in many ways. To find out how many tens or how many hundreds or how many thousands are there in a given number, divide the given number by 10, 100 or 1000 according to the question and find out the value. Exact versus approximate value. Exact is the actual value whereas approximate is a close estimate. So here the best example could be the students in a classroom or the class strength is the exact value whereas the number of guests expected for a function or an event can be an approximate value where we can just have the approximate head counts and not the exact head counts until they arrive. So here comes the next important topic, rounding of numbers. So from 0 to 4 we call it as rounding down, 5 to 9 it is rounding up. So round to the nearest thousand, lakh or crore accordingly. So for instance, a number given if we have to round out to the nearest tens. 36 will be rounded off to 40 because we see nearest to tens. So choose the tens place. 3 is in the tens place whereas 6 is in the ones place. So we see the digit to the right of the tens place. If the digit in the ones place is greater than 5 or equal to 5, we add 1 to the tens place. So 3 plus 1 becomes 4 and we retain 0 there. So rounding to the nearest 10, 36 becomes 40, whereas the second case is 33. Since 3 is less than 5, rounding down happens. We just retain the 0 and the tens place 3 is also retained. So the lowest limit 30 will be the answer. A number under the Indian system, if it is given in crores, the nearest 5 neighbors will be nearest 1000, nearest 10,000, nearest lakh, nearest 10 lakh and then nearest crore. It can be written in any order. So for instance, there are two numbers given and you can just find out the nearest numbers using the method of rounding up and rounding down concept. So nearest crore, 10 lakh, lakh, 10,000 and 1000 are as follows. Next we estimate the sum and difference. So for estimating the sum and difference, we round the numbers first, then add or subtract the rounded values, which is useful for mental calculations. So also the chapter uses the city population data, height of buildings, waterfalls and many more, and then questions based on those trends, growth and comparisons have been made. Next we have the multiplication shortcuts. So when a number is multiplied by 5, we divide it by 2 and then multiply it by 10. Into 25, for that we have 100 by 4. So we directly multiply by 100 and divide it by 4. For 50 it is into 100 by 2. For 125 it is 1000 by 8. For 250 the value is into 1000 by 4. So based the questions asked, for instance 25 into 12, we do 100 by 4 into 12 which is 1200 by 4, answer is 300. Or 4 3 times 12, 3 into 100 is 300. So this is useful for quick calculations. Patterns in products. If m digit into n digit numbers are multiplied, the product has either m plus n minus 1 digits or m plus n digits, and this is the generalized factor. So here we have special product patterns, 111 into 111 which is 1 2 3 2 1, and 4 ones into 4 ones, 1 2 3 4 3 2 1. So when 4 cross 4 numbers are multiplied, we get 7 digits in the product, and first 3 digits and last 3 digits are reversal and the middle digit will be the next successive number, and this is how the pattern continues. Comment the pattern when 5 ones are multiplied by 5 ones. And the most important ones, the last 3 problems, case-based questions, include the concept of maximum height and minimum height, for which they have given in the 12th problem 900 to 1000 km in a day. So one of the longest single trips recorded is about 12,000 km. So the total value is given and they have asked for how many days would such a trip take to cross the Pacific Ocean approximately. So here we have the minimum and the maximum distance covered. So we divide 12,000 by 900 and then 12,000 by 1000 and then find the approximate number of days taken. And this rule applies to both the next questions 13 and 14 as well. So minimum height and maximum height gives you the comparison of values and the final answer in approximation. So the chapter summary include large numbers, the Indian and international system or the American system, place value, land of tens, rounding and estimation, nearest neighbors, multiplication shortcuts, product patterns and approximated values. So the revision checklist is here. You should be able to read large numbers, convert the systems, find the place values, round up and down correctly and use shortcuts confidently. Hope this video was useful and informative. Like, share and subscribe for more conceptual clarity and deeper understanding. Thank you, Sriran. Meet you in the next video and don't forget to subscribe